Hello, everybody. This is Willie HavMire. Come to talk to you today about a black agenda. Now, the reason why we need to talk about a black agenda is because when we really boil down to it, we've been holding, we've been being professional victims in a lot of ways. Professional victims because we can find so many different slights to us, yet we can't point to anything tangible that we actually have fought for and didn't get. Like when we fought for civil rights, that's a tangible agenda that we actually fought for. We said we want this equal rights to this. We want the same privileges. We want to be able to live in different neighborhoods. We want to desegregate schools. Like we can actually point to things to say, okay, this is what we want, and that's what we got. Now, the other day I posted a Facebook post asking, what has Black America achieved under the Obama administration? So naturally, we got a lot of people that hold Obama like right up there with Jesus. You know, we got people that have taken down their Malcolm X, Martin Luther King posters and put up Obama. And my big thing is for what? Like, what has Obama done for Black people? Really? What legislative achievements can we point to and say, hey, that's what we got? What policy can we point to? We really don't have any. So I'm coming from a growing contingent of Black men and Black women who have voted for Obama in the past and have yet to see anything materialize that has helped us in achievements or progress in this country. But to those who are his supporters, you have quite a few who came to his defense. So namely my boy Jeff Bulls and my homeboy Kevin Gregory. Those are two gentlemen that I respect quite a bit. They came to his defense and they offered up, real good counter arguments. Not really for Obama, because the information about Obama really didn't really help me. But the things they helped me see were the fact that Black people don't have anything that we asking for. I was able to point to gay America. Gays have progress, and we can point to policy. They have gay marriage, gay rights, different things that have affected them in a positive way for their movement. We have Hispanics or Latinos in America who can point to immigration reform, amnesty programs, things like such that had helped them in some way. We have women who can point to policy, equal pay acts, having a new Supreme Court justice, things like such that they can point to and say, you know what, we wanted these things in particular, these actual tangible things, and they actually got them. So it occurred to me that Black people in America, while we complain, what have we really proposed? What have we united? What can we say we are united in to actually bring about some kind of change that we can actually put on the table, not just for this president, but for any president? So for me, I can think of three things in Black America that we could use and unite on and take advantage of therein. One would be we would need not reparations, but a reparations like program. And what that would be for me would be a tax-free status. I believe my forefathers built this country and were frozen from any wealth that could be created in the country. A lot of people think that we have rich Black people right now, but being rich does not make you wealthy. Being rich cannot be passed on to your children. Only thing you can pass on to your children is the ability to spend your money. That's not wealth. Money is like a faucet. So the moment that money is cut off, the moment you no longer are able to make that money, then that money starts to go down that drain because you're still spending. So we need to be producing. So the number one thing that I would propose is not reparations, but tax-free status. Tax-free status will help us because we would then be able to build wealth uninfringed upon. So I think number one would be tax-free status. And a lot of people are like, well, give me my 40 acres and a mule. A lot of people would then give that money right back to the dominant society. So I'm not for that. Give me tax-free status and I'm going to make it do what it do. That's me personally. Number two, if we're coming up with a Black agenda, I would say give us non-immigrant status. Why non-immigrant status, Willie Lee? Well, if we had non-immigrant status, that would make it so that nobody else can piggyback off our struggles. When we had the civil rights struggle, equality for all, things like such, we had a lot of people, Arab Americans, Korean Americans, all the Asians, gays, everybody stayed on the sideline while our people got hit with water hoses, while our people went to jails, while our people did the sit-ins, while our people did all the struggles that got us affirmative action and anything else. Everybody else stayed on the sidelines. So when they gave us rights for minorities, we were mentioned as a minority. So all our rights went alongside with everybody else's. So when they said, government contracts, 40% of all government contracts have to go to minority businesses. All those people that stayed on the sideline, the Hispanics, the gays, the women, left-handed people, anybody that can consider themselves a minority was able to sit on the sideline, wait till that legislation got passed for minority contracts, and then they can then come in and benefit from it. If we had a status as non-immigrant, that means that we did not come here, we did not migrate here. At no time can we say that our people that came in ships migrated willfully. We were actually kidnapped and brought here. Even the Native Americans, at some point, whether it be 20,000 years or 200,000 years ago, they migrated across the Bering Straits to get here. But we give them credit and acknowledgement as being the natives, which is great. I feel like it's great. I feel like that is actually a good term for them, Native Americans. But for all of us who came against our will, or our forefathers came against their will, we should have non-immigrant status. As a non-immigrant, we differentiate ourselves from everybody else. So nobody can piggyback off of our initiatives that were created for us. Look, you got to understand, most minority initiatives were not created for anybody but Black people, but everybody else has benefited greatly so. So we need our own set of standards to live by. Non-immigrant status will give us that legal status that we can live by and we can prosper. So, and the third one will be prison reform. Prison reform will benefit anybody, not just Black people, but Black people are disproportionately affected by prison. If you really want to go into the media and its portrayal of Blacks, we can understand why. But if we go back even to slavery, we can understand when once slavery was over, they started sharecropping programs designed and made the Black man and Black woman actually have to pay back the South for the prices incurred on their slavery. So you still have to buy your freedom. A lot of people don't understand, like, when slavery was abolished, it didn't stop the fact that you owed the debt to the slave owner. And if you did not pay that debt, they put you in prisons, mining prisons back then. And it's the same thing as now. Black men are disproportionately represented in the prison system, even though Blacks and whites commit crimes on the same level, even though Blacks and Hispanics commit crimes on the same level, even though Blacks and everybody else commit crimes on the same level, we are disproportionately affected by prison. So if I had to come up with an agenda policy-wise, I would say non-immigrant status, tax-free status, and prison reform. I think those are three things that we should be working on in the Black community to actually get cohesive cooperation around, have a real unity, and actually see some things that we can agree on. We always make the mistake of saying, let's agree to disagree, which is fine if you want to avoid arguments. But when you want to come together, we got to find things that we can agree on. Like, we need to find things that actually bring us together. If you have a different religion, that's on you. We can agree to disagree on that. If you have a different economic status, that's on you. You can agree to disagree on that. Whether you want to be socialist, capitalist, or communist, those are all things that we can agree to disagree on. But when they actually say, let's come together, we need to be looking at things we can agree on. So I want you to tell me what you think about my 3-point plan as prison reform, tax-free status, non-immigrant status, and what you think we should add to it or what you think we should take out of it. Do you think my plan is actually a viable plan that actually can bring about some change, or what is your ideas? What do you think we should do? This is Willie HavMire of Word Overdose Publications. Visit wordoverdose.com. Check out my new books out. And also visit HavMire Inc., HavMire Incorporated. HavMireInc.com. That's my personal blog. You can check out my thoughts, HavMire thoughts, anytime. And feel free to leave a comment there also. This is Willie Lee HavMire again, signing off.